Now we proceed to third problem on planes 2. A pentagonal lamina of edges 25 mm is resting on HP with one of its corners such that the edge opposite to this corner is 20 mm above HP and makes an angle of 45 degrees with VP. Draw the top and front views of the plane surface in this position. Determine the inclination of the lamina with HP. I repeat, a typical problem wherein the angle is not given here. It says a pentagonal lamina of 25 mm size resting on one of its corners. Please note it is resting on corner, not on the edge, such that the edge opposite to this corner is 20 mm above HP. He has not given the angle, but he says 20 above HP and makes an angle of 45 degrees with VP. Draw the top and front of the plane surface. Determine the inclination of the lamina with HP. The problem goes like this. You must have the corner left hand side now. When you draw the pentagon, corner must be left hand side because you're going to stand at the corner. The initial position will be of this nature. Have the pentagon corner to the left here. Draw the top and front view. Draw the top and front of the lamina, initial position. The very first step, we don't know the angle, but to lift the entire lamina such that the opposite side is 20 mm above HP. It is 20 mm above HP as per the statement. It is 20 mm above HP. Now we can find the angle. I can draw the top view, which is the apparent top view we can draw here about the pentagon. This side is again inclined to VP by 45 degrees. Inclined to VP by 45 degrees. This you can do rightward or leftward. Get the final answer. Inclined to both HP VP. Inclined to both HP VP. I repeat all the steps once again. Initial figure, top view, front view, then 20 mm above this particular edge, 20 mm above HP, then 45 degrees to VP. That's what the steps goes in solving the problem. Now we'll proceed to problem number 3 in lamina 2. A pentagonal lamina of edges 25 mm is resting on HP with one of its corners such that the edge opposite to this corner is 20 mm above HP and makes an angle of 45 degrees with VP. Draw the top and front views of the plane surface in this position. Determine the inclination of the lamina with HP. Determine the inclination of the lamina with HP. The problem goes, the data is very simple to understand. A pentagonal lamina is resting on one of its corners, very important. We know the property of a pentagon. Opposite to corner there is an edge. Opposite to any corner there is an edge. Opposite any there is an edge here. So that's the property of the pentagon. It says it is resting on a corner. The opposite side is 20 mm above HP. He has not given the angle of 20 above HP. Whereas that side is inclined to VP at 45 degrees. At 45 degrees, we should draw the top and front view. I have already drawn the initial figure on the pentagon on this paper. Left hand side, I have taken a corner. Left hand, because it's going to stand in the corner. A pentagonal lamina. The side is given as 25 mm. Let me dimension now. This is 25 mm side. 25 mm side. That is 25 mm. Top view, front is drawn. We don't know what angle to draw. It says, it's standing at the corner D. The opposite side is 20 mm above HP says. You draw here a line, a locus line, 20 mm above. You draw here a locus line which is 20 mm above. Locus line is drawn parallel to XY line. This is 20 mm above. Draw here a locus line which is 20 mm above the XY line. Now take the compasses, measure D dash A dash. Measure D dash A dash, cut off between the two parallel lines here. Measure DA, cut off DA here. So that's how the measurement is taken with the help of compasses and drawn here between the two parallel lines here. And in between points, locate them properly as it is. You find here, this is A dash, we have here B dash, this is E dash, and then C dash, this point is D dash. Very clear, it is resting on the corner D dash, opposite side is AB. This angle we have to measure. He is asking the problem, what is the angle here? You measure this angle, please. You measure the angle. This angle is theta. You have to measure and give the answer. Now project and draw the top view. Now project and draw the top view. Draw all the projectors from all the corners. Draw the projectors in this manner. Draw here the locus lines from the previous top view. Draw the locus lines from the previous top view and complete the figure here. So we have here A to A, B, C, D, and then E. Join them in order. A, B, then B, C, C, D, D, E, and then E, A. That's the pentagon. That's the pentagon. It is very clear. It is resting on the corner D, and the opposite side AB is lifted at an angle of at a height of 20 mm above HP, and we got the top view. The problem clearly says the opposite side is 45 degrees to VP. This is AB. So this AB, redraw the entire apparent pentagon here at an angle of 45 degrees, rightward or leftward. You can draw here rightward or leftward 45 degrees. So let me draw here a 45 degree line and reproduce this figure here. You can draw here a 45 degree line. This is a 45 degree line. That is a 45 degree line. 45 degree line. As I discussed with you about it, you reproduce this particular rectangle, the measurement. That is the length and width of the rectangle. That's what I repeated last class. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 1, 2. Mark here 1, 2. Measure 1 and 2. Mark here 1 and 2. That is 1 and 2. Draw here perpendicular. Draw here perpendicular. Take this measurement. Take this measurement. Complete the measurement here. Complete the measurement in this manner. And draw the graph, whatever inside as it is, which I have told you as in the previous problem, and mark them. We have here, this is A, B, C, D, and then E. This opposite AB is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees. This is AB is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to VP. Complete the pentagon here. Complete the pentagon, apparent pentagon, wherein the AB is at an angle of 45 degrees. AB is at an angle of 45 degrees. Project and get the top view, please. Project and get the top view. Draw the projectors from all the corners. Draw the projectors from all the corners. Draw the projectors from all the corners and complete the view. Draw here locus lines. A and B, A and A. We get the intersection here. A and A, we get the point here, that is A dash. B and B, that is B dash. C and E, we have here, this point is E dash. C, we have this point is C dash. D, we have the point here, D dash. Join them. A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, and then EA, and then EA. That's the final front view. Lamina is resting on a corner. The opposite side is above the HP by 20 mm. The side opposite, that is AB, is inclined at an angle of 45 degrees to VP. We got the final answer. So initial figure, the first step and the second step. In this problem, you have to measure the angle here after getting measure D and A with the compasses, cut off DA between the two lines, 20 mm height and the XY line. You get this angle, measure it, draw the top view, get the top view here, get the front view. That's the final answer for the present problem.